Oh yeah, wait. Let me show you. See, this is my Elder Wand. I got it at Universal Studios Harry Potter World in Florida. I said it earlier, but I don't think you were here. There's this Harry Potter roller coaster ride. And after I went on it is one of the times that I basically had a stroke. They called it symptoms of a stroke because I didn't have any lasting damage, but I basically had an entire stroke. Like, I was not cognitive. I couldn't understand what people were saying to me. I couldn't talk. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I actually got separated from my group because it was, like, about to close, but they were doing, like, a light show on the Harry Potter castle. And I had gotten so distracted because my brain couldn't process anything. So in my brain, it was like fucking, like just lights. It was just colorful lights. I even have a video on my phone where I stopped and I was taking a video of it. And it was hella funny because they weren't letting people stop in the walkways to watch it. But like I didn't understand like people telling me to keep moving. I didn't understand nothing. So I was just sitting there just so enamored with the lights. And then like I was with my ex and his family. And it was hella funny because I got completely lost, obviously. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know I was lost. I didn't know I was with people. I literally, like, I didn't know anything. It was so bad, and I was in so much pain. So they were, like, trying to track me down. They called me, and I picked up the phone, and I just had it by my ear. Like, I wasn't even making noise. Like, I was just sitting there with my phone like this. I didn't know what to do. They eventually found me. I'm like, I just started like sobbing so bad. I was in so much pain. My head literally felt like it was gonna explode. I was like hysterically sobbing. So they sat me down at a table for a little while, and then my ex told me the whole story after, so I know like all the details, but apparently his mom had been getting hella mad because she's like, we have to go, the park's about to close, I don't want to hit all this traffic, and I'm like dying in a complete mess. And then they eventually started like, my ex was like dragging me out, like he was holding my arm and basically having to like pull me out of the park because I didn't know what was going on. And at one point, like I was snatching my arm away from him and just yelling, I'm like, this isn't mine, like holding my arm, like really aggressively yelling, it's not mine. So people in the park definitely thought I was freaking crazy. And so they called my parents, like my ex's parents called my parents being like, what do you want us to do? And my family is very much against doctors and going to the hospital and stuff like that. And it was hella funny because my dad was like, put Destiny on the phone. So they handed the phone to me, and my dad's like, do you need to go to the hospital? And I'm like, nah. And so like, I gave the phone back, and my dad's like, she's fine. She doesn't need to go to the hospital. And his family's like freaking out. His dad used to be a paramedic, so he's trying to do all of these tests on me. Like, he's checking my capillary refill on my hand, and he's like checking my eyes for dilation and shit like that. And like, we ended up leaving. I took a selfie in the mirror at the hotel. I don't know where it is, but I had it somewhere. And like, I just took a selfie in the mirror. I look so completely dead. Like, I look like I'm in so much pain. Like, you could tell that I've been crying. Like, everything's all swollen. My face is red as fuck. Like, I've got like just water down my face. And it was in a mirror going like this. And it was it just said like, it was like, and it said dead as fuck. I don't know where it is. I had it at one point. It was the funniest thing to reference back to. But I don't know where it is now. And yeah, and then the next day I was just fine. That was the second time I've had symptoms of a stroke. But it was a bummer because I remember like really enjoying the Harry Potter ride, and like right when I got off, I was just gone. You need one of those life alert bracelets or like a phone tracker. That's fair. I've told Max these stories before, so I'm like, just be prepared if something like this happens in the future. Because it happened to me freshman year in high school, and then it happened to me, in Disney World, so right after I was 18. So I was like, it happened with 4 years in between, which means I'm kind of due for it to happen again.